Hey, Legal Shield family, this is your servant CEO, Jeff Bell, and it's time for 5 Minutes Strong. Today I wanted to talk about a subject that you can never return to too frequently, and that is, how do you actually sort of break the ice as you approach somebody, perhaps that you've just been introduced to, or it's a referral, someone maybe that you've just met for the very first time. Just being friendly, just being yourself, just having a positive faith and belief in what we do at Legal Shield, both in our services as well as in the business opportunity. And I thought about, what are the most common ones that I could share with you today? And again, practice makes permanent, not perfect, and you've got to do it the way that you need to do it. But here's some ideas. One of the things that is always nice is just to say, what do you do? I remember the great Dave Sabula said, best thing to do is ask people what they do, because generally politeness would suggest that they'll in turn say, well, what is it that you do? And even if they don't, after you've asked them what they do and they tell you, you can say, I bet you're wondering what I do. And then you can talk about Legal Shield and how much it means to you in terms of your own happiness and success. The other thing is, just in course of conversation, I always find it's fun to, ask people, hey, what are you reading right now? And sometimes they say, I'm not reading anything at all. That's okay, because that's when you could say, one of the things I love about what I do at Legal Shield is we believe in personal development, and we try and read 10 pages of a good book every single day. And right now, in my case, I'm reading John Adams, the biography of John Adams. I try and read 10 pages every single day just to stay in the habit of some personal development to open my mind and help me grow in my perspectives. Another thing that it's kind of fun to just chat with people is you can say, if you could pick up one new skill, what would it be? The main thing here is you're asking questions. I want to stress that, in that you're listening to what people say. We sometimes lose an opportunity to protect and empower a new member or a teammate because we talk too much. In this case, asking questions and just listening, you're getting to know them and you're getting to observe really what it is that makes them tick. You start to uncover some issues that they may need to address, or maybe the why that might motivate them to succeed, both as a member as well as a teammate. You can talk about, what things people admire, or what people, the individual prospect admire. You can ask about arts and literature. Most of the time people say it's safe to talk about the weather. I would even say the same is true for arts and literature. They say stay away from politics, but you could say like, hey, it's Oscar season. Have you seen any good movies, lately? Or have you, seen any dance or theater or music concerts, and just get them to talk about things that they liked or did not like about, the arts and literature. One of the things that is also fun is you get to know people, icebreaker, just kind of like, have you been surprised by anything lately? Things that are going on in current events. Now, it does run the risk that they could get into politics, which is a little bit touchy because it's a very polarized environment that we live in right now. When we try and build bridges, there's a lot of people trying to build walls. That's, interestingly, if they go in that direction, that's what I'd say about Legal Shield. What I love about Legal Shield personally is that we're trying to build bridges. We're not trying to build walls to separate people. We're trying to unite people into a common way to live free under the law and to be protected and empowered. As you get to know people and you ask about questions about family, what's your earliest memory, you can even have that not for oneself, but, what's your earliest memory of your family. You can, if you learn that they have a spouse, partner, or children, you can, what's your fondest memory or earliest memory of your firstborn, things like that. You can ask, have they traveled recently? Do you ever go back to where you were born? Do you get to see your extended family or reunions, things like that, where they start to talk about what matters most to them. And many times, of course, that is family more than anything else, family first, right? It could also be in their church or in their faith. So, and you can talk about family traditions. I mentioned like a reunion, but you could also talk about at holidays. Do you have any family traditions that you like to share together? So that's really just a few that I wanted to share with you, and just to help you understand that we're not selling anything. We're just really getting to know people, listening and learning about them, focusing upon them, and then we can share and really just tell stories about how we are like them, how we're not like them, but we're all united in a belief that Legal Shield and ID Shield can help improve every single life, and that there's a wonderful, wonderful business opportunity available for those that want to share that good news with others. Folks, my name is Jeff Bell, and I can tell you that I am just getting started. Because at Legal Shield, we know that the best is yet to come.